If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Texans are going to get the... to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 23. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
He's going to go up top again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Here we go now on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Texans sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 54 yards. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On second down, here's Henry. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manogeable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Pushes him over. And he's going to be taken down at the 39. Clearly short of the first by a few yards. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Stroud sets up the play action. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, 30 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Garrett Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 56 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Finds his man, it's John Mechie. Down inside the 10, and he'll be out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 61 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. This play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first two quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Looking deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a... Loses him about 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now it's the backup Tannehill. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Jahan Dotson, 81 yards. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Straight ahead, this is Cannon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Stroud now on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Again, it's Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. 3rd and goal, Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
On first down, here's Stroud. This will be complete to Mechie. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Stroud to throw it. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Henry again on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior.
And it'll be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Stroud now on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, 35 yards. And the Texans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. 86 yards on the ground. So the fullback, the beef, normally the lead blocker, shows that he can run it a long ways as well.
And he does have an ability to run away from people, but you and I both know he'd rather run through people when he carries the ball.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He's going to get it again. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. 3rd down and goal now. This Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Henry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And it's a room to roam now. A solid stiff arm. And finally taken out of bounds all the way up near midfield. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run again with Cannon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 11 now. From the gun, a run with Cannon. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action. Stroud now. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Stroud now on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down throw. Tannehill going up top. Tannehill intercepted again. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They give to Cannon. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Stroud looking to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage.